So with number four, principle number 4 is repetition. So let us try to look at repetition and try to understand it and see how could we apply repetition in our design. Repetition is a great tool to reinforce an idea you want to transmit through your design, and it also helps to unify your project. You can use the repetition principle in different elements as color, typefaces, shapes, or other graphic design elements. For example, if your design has multiple typefaces or colors, it can be seen as a bad design and uncomfortable to watch due to the cues. Okay, but we can avoid this by choosing two typefaces, for example, and using them in all the design. For example, you've now look at this. So you're using a rectangle, so he's trying to show you. Okay, big up to Zeka, that is zekagraphic.com. So he's trying to show you here. Okay, he's trying to show you something here, that with these are like you're using a certain, maybe a certain color, another one, what you get here. You're using circles, then you put in a rectangle, you may even put in a triangle. That is being disorganized. Come up with at least two ideas, two workflows, okay, that you can happen to use. Okay, then you repeat them. Look at newspapers. Okay, besides having maybe a font as a heading, a different font as a heading or bold, then these other fonts remain the same. The font style remains the same. Look at brochures from different schools. Look at any design like of a brochure that you feel like that design attracts your eyes. Look at it. Look at how they used their text. They repeated their wording. That is like repetition. Okay, so if we happen to get maybe we put in a brochure, let us try to type in examples of brochures. Yes, this. So I want to like show you an example. Maybe we get an image and I happen to show you what I'm trying to mean. So we get this one, maybe we get this one. We'll try to see. It is too far, so it means I have to just click in it. So sometimes we just see designs and we like can't tell why is that design okay. Why would we consider saying that, wow, I'm in love with the design, wow, it looks wonderful, wow, this design is eye-catching. So it is the use of these 12 principles. Okay, so if you happen to grasp them the best way, then you come up with a design. Then it basically means that you'll conquer, and you will happen to understand, and you'll happen to also come up with the designs that are a little bit unique. Okay, so if we happen to look at this design here as it is, if you happen to look at this, it is a little bit far, but what I would want you to do is to look at it and pick a leaf. Okay, so if we look at this, don't you see that this font that was used here is the same as the one used here and here? Okay, now this size, then this are brought in to emphasize like with the title it would look big to emphasize the topic of the design. Okay, the topic of the stuff that you're designing, maybe a title, okay, ready to buy a home, okay, your home buying journey, you get. So that is what you should grasp about what about the principle of repetition. Okay, do not look at using different fonts over and over. Don't look at using different shapes over and over. At least try to come up with a way or shapes that you are able to duplicate, and maybe just play around with the colors, okay, to bring out the contrast, to bring out your story. But do not overuse different fonts, different shapes. It is like eyes get distracted and cannot concentrate to read the story or the information you are trying to visualize or communicate to people. Thank you for watching. And the next principle, so we've looked at contrast, balance, emphasis, then repetition. Okay, so repetition. 1 was contrast, 2 was balance, 3 emphasis, then 4 was repetition. So we are going to be continuing to number 5 principle, that is proportion. Okay, so we are going to be looking at proportion in detail and what it basically means. Thank you for watching.